I'm Halah Flynn, and I'm a feminist. And that might seem like a really simple thing to say, but it wasn't always that obvious for me, and that might surprise a lot of people who know me. Some people say they've always been a feminist, and others have more of a feminist awakening, but there was no single moment that was really defining for me. My identity as a feminist was more of a gradual process. A really long road that started with me thinking that feminism was a dirty word or something that I didn't want to be. But now it's a central part of who I am, and it shapes how I look at the world and continues as I keep learning about privilege and intersectionalism. I was raised by hardworking women who immigrated from Syria to the American South. They taught me to work hard, to try new things, to be myself, to value a community of women, and to be proud of my heritage. And then I moved from North Carolina to Washington, D.C., at the same time as an administration that began to threaten the very rights of women and immigrants and people of color. Outside of my job as a writer, I'm a social media ambassador for the National Museum of Women in the Arts, where I use my social platforms to tell stories about the exhibitions and the events at the museum. So tonight's talk is called Writing the Balance, and we're considering that how most historical narratives either have men at the center or they're written by men. So what happens when women don't write or aren't encouraged to write or aren't empowered to write? Being a feminist means that I believe in equity and equality for people of all genders. It means recognizing the ways that I'm privileged and taking the time to learn about the experiences of people who aren't. It means showing up and asking hard questions to challenge the status quo. You might think that I'm studying journalism because women need voices, but that's not true. Women already have voices. What we need is the chance to use them to tell our own stories. Like this campaign I made for Women's History Month.
Audre Lorde, because she inspires me to tell the truth.
Harriet Tubman.
This is Laura. She's amazing.
Amal Clooney.
My mom.
Frida Kahlo. The women in my family.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Michelle Obama.
Sandra Cisneros.
My future self.
That's what I hope to bring to the field of communications as I help women use their voices to tell their own stories. I'm always out looking for the next story because a woman's place isn't necessarily behind a desk. It's wherever she wants it to be.